Okay, you should be able to see now the questions that have been asked. I will also unmute Philip for him to be able to answer. Just a moment. Oh, it appears Kalle is not in the room at the moment. Okay, so he has probably been disconnected, so I hope that he will be able to join again later. So I keep the first question, which I understand is for him. And Arnold, you want to take you want to try this?
For the first question?
Yeah. So I will read them aloud in any case. Good. Is active cooling, air conditioning usually, the easy solution for overheating in most cases? And if yes, is this considered acceptable in regulation? I think this is most question for Kalle's report. But if you want to try it, it's fine.
Yes. Well, it's certainly accepted in regulations. As I showed, the regulations also consider the case when active cooling is already installed at occupation, but it is not necessarily the easy solution, because in the cooler climate of Belgium, dwellings do not typically need to have active cooling to prevent overheating. So by considering a number of these guidelines related to glazing area, related to the use of sunscreens, overheating may be easily prevented, as also the results of the overheating indicator shows. At least the design show to comply to regulations and the requirements for overheating. When you install active cooling, you have a penalty, of course, because it needs to be taken into account in calculating the total primary energy use of the building and the E level. And since requirements have been strengthened over the past years, it becomes more difficult also to allow large active cooling use.
Okay, good, very good. The second question is surely for you. In a country like Belgium, has the possibility of considerably higher temperatures in the future been taken into account? I imagine while setting the regulations, the requirements and the regulations for overheating.
Well, this has not taken into account, but in the boundary conditions, the monthly mean temperatures and solar irradiation values that lay at the basis of the method, they are chosen to be conservative. So they are based on an analysis, a statistical analysis of the historic climate, in which some safety has been taken into account.
Okay. And finally, the simulated exceeding hours seem quite excessive. So occupants will probably install active cooling. Could this be avoided with higher standards for overheating?
Heating in houses is something difficult compared to the exceeding hours that are normally accepted in offices, for instance. Value 150 hours or Kelvin hours or 250 Kelvin hours. The values I have shown are quite large. But of course, we can consider a house to be occupied the whole year, so the hours of occupation are larger than in offices. So this is also a nation why the exceeding hours, the simulated exceeding hours, have these larger values. But also it's very difficult to take the interaction of occupants with window correctly into account in in simulation. And our experience is that although the simulated exceeding hours are maybe large, that the occupants in their houses don't complain. We don't have information right now that the requirements that are set are not sufficient or may lead to complaints. Well, that's the answer I think I can give to that.